Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Captain's Table. I am your host, Captain B-Nard, bringing you guys yet another WWE Replica Belt Collection update video. I have made a couple of changes to the collection since the last time I did one of these, so I decided to go ahead and do another one. I am now up to 7 official, authentic WWE Shop Replica championships. Those are the metal plates on the simulated leather straps, so the pretty high-end, very nicely done replicas. In addition to the one new belt that I got for the collection, I also made a modification to one existing belt that I had in the collection. We're going to go ahead and take a look at all of those once again. Reminder, for this one, I am just going to be focusing on those 7 official authentic replicas. I'm not going to be showing the 8 toy replicas that I have again, since nothing really changed with those, and I want to spend a little more time on the official replicas. I'm going to do this the same way that I always do it. Essentially just do an overview of the title, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, if anything, and talk about the belt a little bit. So, without further ado, we are going to get right into it with the first one, which is quite a familiar face, and that is the WWE United States Championship, now the old design with custom John Cena nameplate. So again, I've talked about this belt a lot as possibly my favorite replica championship belt of all time. Just an absolutely incredible championship belt. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it from side to side. Starting over here, we do have the 2x8 male snap box with the sewn-on look here, a little bit older of a style there. And then moving along, we have the WWE Champion stamp tooling throughout this strap here. Again, a little bit older of a style with these nice designs right here as well. Moving to the first side plate, we have the Statue of Liberty, of course, with a blue background and the white stars, which is very nice, obviously. Very colorful. Moving to the next side plate, you see the Eagle logo, obviously, with the white star, blue background, WWE Network logo, which I do prefer over the old Scratch logo. And then we also have these red and white stripes going throughout. Moving to the center plate, of course, we have the American flag background, which is very, very beautiful. United States Champion banner logo once again. And of course, as I mentioned, custom John Cena nameplate, as I do believe John Cena to be the greatest United States champion of all time. Very apropos to have his nameplate on the title. But just a very, very colorful title, and specifically the center plate. Just the way everything works together, the red, white, and blue, the gold, the black, just very, very beautiful. And then again on this side, we have the mirrored side plates, of course, the eagle with the stripes and the star and the logo, and then the Statue of Liberty, of course, and still have that WWE Champion logo going throughout and the nice designs. And then, of course, finally, at the end, the female snapbox 2x5 sewn on. Again, this is probably my favorite championship belt design of all time. The one criticism that I do have to this design is actually just the thickness of the plates, and I hope you guys can see that these plates are pretty thin. I believe they're either 1 or 2 millimeters. Pretty thin plates here on this title. Now, this is TV accurate, but I feel like the belt would be definitely better had they used a little bit thicker of plates on here. But other than that, just an absolutely incredible looking championship belt. This is also actually the longest running championship belt design in WWE history, I believe. This version of the title lasted from its inception in 2003 all the way up until summer of 2020 last year, when they finally decided to replace this with a new one. And I said it before, I'll say it again, because the new United States Championship really hasn't grown on me much. I'm really not a fan of that still. The only advantage that title has, in my opinion, is it's a little bigger. The plates are thicker, which is nice. But other than that, from a design standpoint, this championship absolutely blows that out of the water, in my opinion. again, just an absolutely incredible championship. Probably my favorite championship design of all time. And on the back here, you can see the official authentic WWE Shop Replica patch here, circa 2014. So, very nice. So, moving along, we are going to go to the WWE Intercontinental Championship, the white strap version right here. Again, a retired version of the title, but a better version of the title as well, I should say. So again, another absolutely incredible looking belt overall. Once again, going to scan from side to side. So on this side of the belt, we do have the male snapbox 2x8 embedded into the strap, which I actually do prefer versus the sewn-on look that we saw on the United States Championship. A lot of nice tooling and embossed designs here running throughout. Then we have the clamshell tooling, of course, on the side here. And of course, the white strap is just absolutely beautiful here, pure white. So we have the first side plate here, which is the logo with the wrestlers grappling. You know, nice thick plates on this. That's another one. I think these are like 4 or 5 millimeters, something like that. So much thicker plates on this championship and pretty much all the other championships, mostly. Moving to the next side plate, again, another position of the wrestlers grappling with the network logo in the background. And I really like the way that the colors work even on the side plates. You have mainly gold, but you have the touches of white and red and black. Just really accent the design of the title. Moving to the center plate, of course, just absolutely beautiful classic design here for the Intercontinental Championship. The banners in black and gold. You have the globe with the blue in the background that works so well. The nice designs with the stars and everything. Just absolutely incredible design. And again, to point out, the plates, I hope you guys can see, are much thicker here, which is very nice. This is probably the belt in my collection that just feels the best to hold because the strap is nice and soft and malleable, not stiff. And the weight is just perfect because of the thicker plates, and it just really feels nice to hold. But moving along, we have the mirrored side plates on this side, once again with the wrestlers grappling and the logos in the background in different positions. And of course on this, we do have that extra side plate, which is the WWE Intercontinental side plate, which all of these Intercontinental Championships with the classic design like this one have. Very nice. And then of course we have the female snapbox 2x5, once again embedded, which is better. And of course, the gold belt tip at the end, which is very nice. So, again, this title, I really like this title a lot. This is a title that there have been a number of different versions of this, general layout of the Intercontinental Championship, and another title that was retired in the fall of 2019. So, I will say I do kind of like the new Intercontinental Championship design, although not as much as this design, but it definitely has grown on me, and I do kind of like it. But still, if I had to pick one, there's no question in my mind this design is absolutely superior to the new design that they brought out. Just an incredible looking title. And then we do have on the back, once again, the patch, official authentic replica patch circa 2014 on the back here. So just incredible looking belt once again. So that is going to go ahead and bring us to the new belt in the collection, actually. And that is going to be, if you could tell by the beautiful low quality thumbnail that I always provide you guys, the old school World Heavyweight Championship / the big gold belt, as it is fondly known by the fans. So this is a title that is probably one of, if not the most iconic belt design in all of professional wrestling history, I dare say. There have been a lot of slight modifications to it over the years, but Just an absolutely incredible championship, complete with custom Randy Orton nameplate, as you can see. For those of you older fans might recall Randy Orton being the youngest world champion in WWE, or I believe professional wrestling history, maybe even at one point. So we're going to go ahead and look at this classic beauty. So we have the male snap box here, 2x8 sewn in, again with the a little bit older style look. Nice designs, tooling on the sides, edges of the strap, the nice clamshell tooling here. So moving to the first side plate, and this belt, one of the reasons that they call this the big gold belt is that these side plates are just absolutely massive, and the center plate is even more massive. I hope the camera does it justice versus the other championships, because the size of this belt is just absolutely massive. So yeah, we have the first side plate heat, very nice. The designs are just incredible. They're beautiful. You have these nice big rubies in the corners, the wrestlers in the middle right here. Moving to the center plate, again, just all these designs, like so much design, so much detail in this belt. We have the older WWE scratch logo here, since this belt was retired in I believe, at the end of 2013, I believe, but then in 2014 officially, when they changed the logo from the scratch logo to the network logo, was when this belt was actually taken off of TV, I believe. So, but just an incredible amount of designs. Wrestlers on both sides grappling here. You have the globe in the middle, the crown, just all the huge rubies throughout, the edges of the plate. Of course, we mentioned the custom Randy Orton nameplate, of course, at the bottom. And just an absolutely beautiful looking championship. Then we have the mirrored side plate on the side over here, once again, and still the nice designs and tooling running throughout. And then we have the female snap box sewn on 2x5 on the end. So this is a belt, as I mentioned, probably the most iconic, I would say, heavyweight championship, or maybe any championship belt design in all of professional wrestling. This was used as the heavyweight championship back in the NWA, also in WCW, and then of course in WWE as the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is, of course, the WWE version of that championship. One criticism I do have, once again, for this belt is going to be plate thickness. So, as you can see, or at least I hope you can see, the plates on this belt are very thin, pretty much the same thickness as the United States Championship. So, thin plate here, but still very, very beautiful, nice designs. One little criticism I did have was there was no curve to the plates, which I was actually able to give this thing a curve myself a little bit. So I hope you guys maybe can see that a little bit, that I did kind of give a little bit of a curve to the center plate, and then the side plates are a little bit curved as well, which is nice. It makes the belt look and feel a lot better, but just an incredibly iconic championship belt. And again, the new addition to the collection, which I'm happy to have in the collection. And I thought about it. I mulled it over for quite some time before deciding that I just couldn't have a collection without this belt. So I went and go ahead and got it. So, and on the back, I guess one other little grievance I do have with this belt is actually going to be the back of the belt. So the back is actually a red, like almost like crocodile feel or snake feel, skin feel back to it here. So you see we have the official authentic patch here of circa 2015 this belt was made, and I believe that this was actually the last version of the belt used on TV, had this like red croc backing to it, which I would honestly prefer just to have a standard black backing to it. But you're not really looking at the back of the title most of the time, you're looking at the front of the title. So not a deal breaker, but just an absolutely beautiful championship. So moving along, we are going to get to another familiar face here, and that is the WWE Championship here, the big network logo belt. Once again, we've seen this before here with custom Eddie Guerrero side plates. Just an absolutely incredible championship. Again, one that I just really, really like a lot here. So we're going to take a look at this bad boy once again, the current version of the WWE Championship, obviously. So we do have the 2x8 male snap box once again sewn on. WWE Network logo, of course, with nice cross-hatch tooling here and designs throughout. We come to the first side plate, which is, of course, pretty massive. We have, of course, the custom Eddie Guerrero side plate, which in addition to being a huge Eddie Guerrero fan myself, I also think that the color scheme of this side plate really, really complements this belt. So I love it. I'm a huge fan of it, and that's why I have it. So, but all of the designs here with the diamonds, this title is just so studded out with jewels and everything. It's so nice. Moving to that center plate, which is again massive on this title as well. We do have that the big WWE Network logo here with the nice red swoosh on the bottom, and just the edges of the plate just studded out in diamond and rubies. We have that World Heavyweight Champion banner on the bottom. And then, of course, this side of the title is mirrored with the sidebar, of course, and then that other massive side plate, custom Eddie Guerrero side plate as well. A bunch of nice tooling, clamshell tooling and crosshatch tooling, as well as the logo here. And then, of course, that 2x5 female snap box sewn on with the nice gold belt tip. So, this title, honestly, is the best WWE Championship title design they've put out in quite some time, in my opinion, in probably about a decade. Again, as I mentioned, the current WWE Championship design. It is, you know, if I had a couple criticisms, which I do have a couple small criticisms of this title, it is a simplistic design. It is basically just a studded out corporate logo, but it is incredibly studded out, so that kind of makes up for it. Also, I feel like the World Heavyweight Champion banner at the bottom could be a little bigger, maybe come up a little more, but those are, like I said, just kind of nitpicks. This title is very, very beautifully designed, and it's a great looking belt, honestly. Which I will say about all these, but, you know, wouldn't have paid a lot of money for them if I didn't think that they were, obviously. So then, of course, we have the backing here, with the official Authentic Shop patch, circa 2015, of course. So just an incredible championship belt once again. So coming up next, we are going to have the next title in the collection that I did make a modification to, and that is going to be the SmackDown Women's Championship. So this one right here, as you can probably tell instantly, the change is going to be now the custom Becky Lynch side plates here on the side. I am a big fan of Becky Lynch. I think she is one of the best female wrestlers of this generation. So got those side plates. We're going to go ahead and take a look once again at the belt side to side. We do have the once again 2x8 male snap box sewn on here. And then, of course, very similar tooling, crosshatch, WWE logo, network logo, that is, and then the clamshell tooling, all very similar to the men's WWE Championship design. This is basically the same design with the side plate here through and through, although this belt is a little bit smaller, obviously, for the female athletes. You know, sidebar, of course, and then the nice center plate, you know, pretty much identical design here, except on the SmackDown Women's Champion, of course, it has this blue background here, which is very, very nice. And then, of course, it says Women's Champion at the banner on the bottom, but very, very nice. Very nice design. Can't say that enough. I'd really like the blue background on this title. You know, moving along, we have the sidebar again, mirrored side plate, again, custom Becky Lynch side plate. And then, of course, the tooling all throughout the crosshatch. Just a lot of nice designs here, and the clamshell tooling, and then 2x5 female snap box sewn on, and the gold belt tip. So this title, again, I say pretty much obviously the same things about this title as I did about the WWE title that we just looked at, since it is virtually the same design. Again, think that maybe the banner on the bottom could be a little bigger, and again, it is kind of just a studded out corporate logo, albeit a very nicely studded out corporate logo. So it loses a couple points for originality there, but just an absolutely incredible looking title once again. And then on the back, of course, we have the official authentic shop patch here. Now on the women's championship, it is a circular patch as opposed to a rectangular patch. I would assume maybe that's just because it's a women's title versus the men's titles all have a rectangular patch on them. But this is going to be circa 2016. So, do want to actually, before I forget again, just show you guys what I almost forgot to show you guys last time, or halfway did, and that is the stock side plates. So here we have stock side plates for the WWE Championship right here. Very nice. I did mention and show these before. I was a big fan of these. You have the nice globe with the network logo and diamonds with the red background here, which is very nice. Again, the stock side plates for the WWE Championship. I am a big fan of these. Almost wanted to leave them on the title, and if I wouldn't have found some custom side plates that I really liked, probably would have just left them be. But these custom side plates are very nice, I think. Or I should say the stock side plates are very nice. And then one thing I forgot to show you guys last time I did one of these videos are the SmackDown Women's Championship default stock side plates. Now, the only difference about these are they actually, rather than a red globe background, they have a blue globe background, which I actually think is really nice because the SmackDown Women's Championship is the only one of these WWE Championship belts that have those interchangeable side plates that have that blue background behind the logo. Everything else, the WWE Championship, the Universal Championship, both versions, and the Raw Women's Championship have the red globe in the background. So only the SmackDown Women's Championship has the blue globe in the background, as you can see here, which I actually really like. I think it looks really good. But again, if I wouldn't have found some custom side plates that I like, I would have been happy to stick with these stock side plates because I think they are very nice. So, moving along, going to be coming into the home stretch here, some things that we've seen before here. Up next, we are going to have, once again, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, current version, of course, and again, another championship that is just incredible looking. Again, from a color standpoint, just the combination of the silver plates on the blue strap just looks incredible to me. We're going to go through it once again. We've seen it several times now, but from side to side, we have the male snap box 2x8, once again embedded into the strap, which is a look that I prefer. We have a lot of nice designs here, tooling with the WWE Network logo. We have the nice leaf tooling that goes throughout the edge of the strap here. Strap is very thick as well, as you probably noticed, thicker than the other championships. Moving to the first side plate, we have the Roman/Gladiator helmet here, which is very cool. A lot of nice designs. Plates are very thick and very detailed here, which is really awesome. And I like how the helmet just kind of like pops off the plate, which gives it a nice shape to it, which is very nice. Then we have the next side plate, which is, of course, the logo here with a lot of nice designs here going throughout. There is so much. I hope the camera does it justice, but there is just so much detail on this championship, on these plates. Even on this second side plate here, there is so much detail here. It's just incredible, actually. And we have the nice tooling continuing throughout. Moving to the center plate, of course, we have the Tag Team Champions banner with the back-to-back Roman/Gladiator helmets here. And then just, again, the amount of design on this championship is just incredible. Plates are just very thick, very solid. I believe this is the heaviest championship I own, as opposed to the United States Championship, the lightest championship I own. So this is just, just so much design, so much detail running throughout this plate, this belt. It just looks so good, honestly. Then, of course, we have the mirrored side plates here on the sides with the logo, and then the Roman Gladiator helmet once again. Tooling and designs continue throughout, very nice. And then the female snapbox 2x8, which is actually a change on this belt that they made. I'm not sure why they did it, but it does work for the look of this belt to have the longer female snapbox on this side. But very nice championship. I think probably the best tag team championship they've had in a decade, as well as this one. So just very nice. My one criticism of this belt, as I believe I've mentioned before, it would be, I think, nice if they would have added a little more color to some of these plates. So if they would have accented maybe some of the logos or the Tag Team Champions banner with some either white or black paint, I think that would have made the designs pop a little more. But again, just kind of a nitpick, because this is a very, very nice looking design. Again, just the combination of the silver plates on the blue strap just looks so good. But then again, of course, on the back, we have that official authentic WWE shop patch once again right here, and also circa 2016. So that is going to once again bring us to the final belt in the collection. And once again, that is going to be the WWE 24/7 Championship. Once again, a very unique championship here. We've seen it quite a few times here, but also just a very more simplistic, but also nice looking design. So once again, from side to side, we have the male snapbox, which on this championship is only 2x7 actually, which is kind of interesting. But an interesting change they made to this title. I'm not sure why they did it, but it does work for the title. You have, of course, the nice green strap with so much nice tooling and embossed detail here. The leaf, edging around here, which is nice. We have the nice WWE Network logo once again. We have the first side plate, which does have some nice etching in the corners here, but other than that is blank, which is kind of interesting to me. Still not 100% sure why they did that, but the plates, as you can see, hopefully are nice and thick on this title, which is also a big plus. Moving along to the center plate, we have that kind of resembling a clock a little bit, with the big 24/7 in the middle, logo, some nice designs, and of course champion around the bottom. And the combination of the gold and the green just works really well, I think, honestly. That's a big selling point for this title for me, is I just like that color combination quite a bit. And it is a simplistic design, but it does work. Then, of course, we have the mirrored side plate here, blank, with the etching on the edges. And then, of course, we have very nice designs running throughout, a lot of emboss and tooling detail here on the strap. And then we have the female snapbox 2x5, once again with the gold belt tip. So, again, this title, I do like it. It is a more simplistic design, but again, it does work for the championship itself. It is a very nice looking belt. Again, the combination of the green and the gold is very nice looking, and yeah, just another nice championship belt. And then, of course, on the back, we are going to have, once again, the official patch, authentic replica from the shop, and this is circa 2019. Alrighty, so that will actually about do it. So again, I will keep you guys updated if I do make any more updates to the collection. I don't know, I'm kind of running out of space actually, so I don't know how many, if any more, updates to the collection I'll be doing. But if I do have any more, I will come out with another video for you guys to show you guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new videos in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.